Hi everybody, peace and blessings to you. Love and positivity. I hope that this video makes you well. I'm Latisha. I am a 42-year-old home managing, homeschooling, millennial mom of 5, immigrant living in the US. I am a light worker, energy reader, an intuitive, an INFJ empath, an idealist, a progressive, a poet, agnostic, and just somebody who is very, very grateful to be here, grateful to be alive, grateful to be in this timeline. There was one point where I was like, why the hell am I in this timeline when my dreams are so big and so full of light and so full of color and so full of life? And I am in a freaking timeline where people are trying to imprison people like myself, full of life and creativity and imagination and vision and hope and color, like I said, and appreciation for wonderful things. Person with big dreams. I am Latisha. I'm a dreamer. And the title of this video today, I'm recording on March 10th, 2025. And the title of this video today is I am Latisha. I am Latisha. And anybody who has been watching my videos for a while, who has been following along my journey since I began doing this, or even recently, you would realize that I am Latisha is always, almost always at the center of my videos, my writing, my speaking, the things that I say. I constantly repeat, I am Latisha. And the title of this channel, the theme of this channel is Latisha Learns Life. That is another thing that I constantly repeat, that my channel is Latisha Learns Life. And I constantly repeat that my channel is Latisha Learns Life because I'm trying to convey to people who stumble on my channel for the first time, and who stumble on my channel for the first time, as well as I'm continually rooting myself in this timeline, grounding myself and my presence in this timeline, and understanding that I am in a season of learning. And I don't know how long the season is going to last, but I am in a season of observing and learning and understanding this timeline, and learning as much as I can. And what I choose to do with this channel, why am I here, why am I present on this social media, is because I want to share my journey with others. I want to share my imperfections, my adventures, my struggles, my challenges, the things I try, the things I succeed at, the things I feel I want to share my failures and successes with other people. I want to let my light shine. And for me, the version of letting my light shine is to be completely my authentic self. And that actually takes that actually takes a lot of practice, because as much as I think that I'm authentic, as I make these videos and I put myself out there and I record and I post, and sometimes I love what I recorded and I post it. Sometimes I'm not so sure about what I recorded and I still post it. Sometimes I think it's very flawed, and for the most part I still post it. I just believe that I don't know if there's anything that is going to be in any video that I ever take the time to record that would reach the right person. I don't know what will connect with the right person or help the right person. Is it to see me flawed, or to hear my voice, or the shirt that I'm wearing, or something that you saw in the background? I don't know what matters to other people when I create. So I just share. I create and I share. And then I move forward. Every day I create some more and I share some more. So, yeah, sometimes I think about the fact that some people may think that my videos are too long. And I think about what people, the issues that people would find with the stuff that I create and stuff that I put out. And it takes practice to not let those thoughts and those feelings and those questions that I have stop me from creating and learning and trying and exploring and risk rejection or risk failure. Every day that I wake up, I am constantly working towards how can I be my best self today? What can I do? I think about it. I think about how I feel. I think about the mood that I'm in. And then I think about what steps do I take within the realm of the space that I'm in at present. You know, for instance, this morning I woke up and the first thing that I did was I got some exercise because I skipped 3 days of exercise. So I did my exercise routine. I had a prayer and meditation. Some days my prayer and meditations are better than others. Today was a good day. Then I took a shower. I got some ideas. I took a shower, put on a nice sweatshirt, and now I'm going to work on my idea, my video. I am Latisha. That was the idea today. I am Latisha. I do not know why if I felt called to record this particular video today because I had other ideas that I wanted to work on, but this is the idea that came to top of mind today. I am Latisha, and I want to share with you. I want to talk to you. I want to introduce myself to you a little bit and share what makes me who I am, what makes me me. I am Latisha. So I don't know which parent came up with the name Latisha, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful that my parents agreed to name me Latisha. I love my name. And the reason I love my name is because of that letter that it begins with L. L. Latisha. Latisha also starts with the same letter as the word life and love and learn and lead and light worker and light. And those are some wonderful words that I have used to my advantage in especially my social media presence, where I had an Instagram account called Latisha Loves Life. I had an Instagram account called Latisha Learns Life. And I've just loved the fact that I could play Latisha the Lightworker. I could use the L in my name, the beginning of my name, to my advantage. I'm the only L person in my family because my husband his name is Ken. And we named all our kids with K names. So I'm the only L in this family, and they joke around and they say they used to joke around and say we have to rename you Katisha. Nope. I'm okay with being the only L in this family, Latisha, because I love my name. I love my name, and I love that it begins with the letter L. And what I also love about Latisha and Ken is that L and K are next to each other in the alphabet, so that's kind of cool. That's just a cool little extra bonus. So I sometimes slightly, but not a lot, don't dwell on it, but I think about the fact of what other creators are creating and what other creators are doing. You know, I have a great appreciation for online creators, especially those who are creating from a space of light and leadership and teaching and informing people and from truth. I connect with other creators who are of the light and of truth and of goodness and kindness and courage and just all the good stuff, all the best parts of humanity. I would have mentioned in videos before. I think I mentioned this before when I said that my spirit flower. I think it's in the previous video that I posted previously. You know, you may have missed it, but I said my spirit flower, if spirit flower is a thing, but it's a thing for me, my spirit flower, the flower that I most resonate with and connect to and love the most, is a sunflower. And I call myself a sunflower. If I was a flower, I would be a sunflower. And I wrote a poem called Sunflower. And I talked about how the sunflower stands tall. It stands tall and upright, and its petals are like this golden. Well, the petals could be any kind of color, you know, but the petals look like the sun. The sunflower looks like the sun. And, you know, I feel connected to the sun. I feel connected to the light. I feel connected to the day, you know, and the warmth of the sun. And I face, just like the sunflower, I face the light. So what am I saying when I say that is that I I connect with other creators and people and other human beings that are of the light. I see them and I admire them and I appreciate them and I'm grateful for them. And I feel like a part of that community, a community of human beings that we are part of the light. High vibrational people, as you know, people would say. People who are empathetic and kind and friendly. And we try our best and we care. You know, we're imperfect, but we care. And we try to help. We try to be helpers. We feel called to be helpers. I I resonate and I feel like a part of that group of earthly beings, light beings. I feel a part of that community of light workers and people of the light in whatever form they do good in the world. I feel a part of that community, a part of the helpers. You know, so the things that call to me, the books that call to me, the writing that calls to me, the poetry that calls to me, the TV shows that call to me, the people that call to me, the creators that call to me, are people in that realm, in that community, in that on that side of things. I have always been this way. I've always wanted to be a helper. I always felt called to be a helper. I always felt called to encourage other people's lights to shine, you know. And there's this quote that I have from the time I heard this quote. This has always been my quote for my entire life. This has been one of my main favorite quotes of all time. And it's the one where from Marianne Williamson, which starts with our deepest fear. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are more powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. And that quote has been at the core of my resonance for a long time because I saw myself in that quote. I heard myself in that quote. Because one of the things that I realized that I used to do for a long time, you know, throughout my youth, my childhood, my youth, is I dimmed my light. And the reason I dimmed my light is because I realized that I would, my desire to shine, my desire to help, my desire to love, my desire to be who I felt like I was and am. There were, you know, I was the only one. I felt alone in that. You know, I felt that everybody else was on a lower vibration to me. And obviously, when I was younger, I didn't know that language. I didn't know about vibration and all that. But I always felt like the things that interest others, these things that interest my schoolmates and my classmates and the people around me, just did not interest me. I wasn't really interested in small talk. I wasn't interested in idle conversation. I was interested in deep conversations. I was interested in learning and understanding people, you know. And one of the things that my mother would tell you, if you ask, is that I used to listen to her, you know. And this may not have been a good thing. This may not have been a good thing as a young person to take on my mom's problems or take on my mom's struggles, but I used to listen to her and I used to try to help. I wanted to help. I wanted to make her feel better. I wanted to fix things. I wanted to be a helper. And I was like that with other people. And I always struggle with friends. And I always ask the question like, why exactly can I find good friends? Why can't I find my people? I feel like even now I still barely have found my people because I feel so different. You know, I'm so appreciative now that, for the internet and social media that allows us to connect to people all over the world because it makes it a little bit easier to find our people. We might not necessarily be able to find our people in our vicinity, but we could find our people. We could realize that we're not as weird or as strange as we think, as lonely as we think, you know. And it's through the internet that I learn about my personality type, INFJ empath, an INFJ. That's a part of the MBTI, Myers-Briggs type indicator. So let me just share with you what it says here in the AI overview for Google. An INFJ is an acronym for introversion, intuition, feeling, and judging. It's a personality type that describes people who are often compassionate, insightful, and driven by their values. Characteristics: visionary. INFJs are able to see complex situations and create thoughtful solutions. Compassionate. INFJs are interested in helping others grow and develop. Introverted. INFJs are often quiet and reserved and may need time alone to recharge after social interactions. Check. Good listeners. INFJs are good at interacting with people they are close to. Check. Perfectionists. INFJs may have unflinching convictions and can take a long time to make decisions. Mm-hmm. Idealistic. INFJs look for depth and meaning in their lives, including relationships and work. Check. Other traits. They may avoid confrontation. They may have a vivid imagination. They may have a natural desire to help others. They may have close, long-lasting friendships. The Myers-Briggs Step 1 personality assessment can help people understand how they interact with others and what careers they might enjoy. So if you haven't really taken a personality test, a Myers-Briggs personality test, that's a good, it would be good for you to try if you want to get to know what your personality type is, because knowing your personality type would help you to understand who you are. It will help you to understand how you had handled situations in the past, your reactions to things, the things that you have experienced and been through. It will help you to understand yourself in the present, and it will help you to make better decisions moving forward, because knowing who we are is an important element of navigating the timeline that we're in and navigating it well, being our best selves and bringing our home, our lives, our environment to harmony. Because if we're in harmony with ourselves, if we understand ourselves enough to be in harmony with ourselves, then we will also encourage harmony and influence harmony. create harmony in the environments that we're in. And that is, what the understanding of letting your light shine and giving other people permission for their lights to shine as well. Because if we're in harmony with ourselves, we will be in harmony with others, and we will be an example to others and how they can be in harmony with themselves and be in harmony with others. And harmony and balance is definitely what this timeline is in need of. And healing and harmony and balance and awareness. I've opened my platform to be in Latisha Learns Life because I'm open-minded to learning. I want to understand things and I want to learn. And the way how I accept certain things that are certain bits of information that is put in front of me is resonance. Resonance. Does it resonate with me? So for me, I'm an intuitive, as I've mentioned, and I have a visionary, as is said in this in the description that I read to you. And I've always said, and especially in my recent videos, I've said that how I get my insights, other intuitives get their insights in various ways. For me, I don't get my insights from dreaming. I actually create an environment where I can sleep and I don't dream. I do not request having my insights come from dreams. I don't need it. It's not necessary. I have dreamed before and I've always wondered if these dreams mean anything, and I've never gotten any insights from any dreams that I've ever had. A lot of the times too, my dreams just scare me. A lot of my fears come out of my dreams. So I create an environment where I do not dream much, and I make sure that I can have nice, full, deep sleeps when I sleep. But where my intuitive insights come from is, I believe they come from my thoughts. Some of them come from my thoughts and some of them come from my soul. Some of them come from here and some of them come from here. And the thoughts, the insights come from gathering information, absorbing and observing and gathering information. I gather information from reading. I gather information from watching. I gather information from observing, like I said, paying attention. So, sometimes visions and ideas and a metaphor or a visual to what I'm trying to say. An example of what I'm trying to say would come out in a movie or a TV show. I would be inspired by watching somebody's YouTube video. I would be inspired, or my mind would be expanded. I would learn something new from reading somebody's Substack, or reading somebody's someone else's words, and then I collect them. As I've mentioned this in previous videos, I collect them, and one of the visuals I have for that is that this is how I see it. I see it as this like something, maybe like something, whatever, water, or to be honest, I'm thinking more along the lines, I don't know if this is, but I'm thinking along the lines of what, like a cauldron, not because I see myself as a witch or anything like that. That's just the vision I have, maybe from previous visions from watching movies and stuff, but like a cauldron and the water is spinning, and in the water there's these orbs of light, and I just take them out of the water, take them out, and I push them in here in my spirit, and I collect them. They're messages of truth and love and light. And then what I'm trying to do, as I've said, is to share those messages with other people. I'm trying to find my people. I'm trying to find my community, and I'm trying to share with people, hey, this is what I learned today. This is what I discovered today. This is what another creator created that I would like to share with you. And then I create from those truths as well. I also create stuff. And that is what I'm trying to do is I'm learning, I'm trying to practice and learn how to pass on that information and share that light with others. Like maybe like take it out and share it with other people. So before I close off this video, and thank you for sticking with it this long. Before I close off this video, I just would like to share a few things, you know, just for the sake of sharing, just for the sake of sharing. I had a wonderful weekend. Okay, like I said, I'm recording on the 10th of March, and I am happy that I've made it to this point, that I'm here, because November was hard. November was emotionally draining and heavy and hard. December got a little bit better, but was still hard. January got even better, but was still hard. February, better. March, better. For me personally, as the world outside my doors and outside my space is falling apart and crumbling, my life has felt as though it has been getting better. Our finances have gotten better. Every aspect of our lives have improved and gotten better. And I spent the weekend every day, but I spent the weekend listening to some things. And one of the things that I did this weekend was I cleaned the room that I'm in right now, and I sorted things and changed things up. I'm getting ready to change up things in this room. The vibes of this room is going to transition to something a little bit different, by the end of this month. And so I was preparing for that, because I got some stuff coming, things that I ordered that are coming that I know will, again, change the energy and the vibe of this room. So I was cleaning up this room, and, I was listening to some things. And I was listening to some YouTube videos from a YouTube channel that you have to be open-minded to listen to, all the way woo-woo. All the way woo-woo. The YouTube channel is GFL Station. And like I said, I'm an open-minded person, and I receive information that resonate with me. And then the parts that I'm like, it doesn't resonate with me, and not because it's not true or not because it's not real, but because I'm not there yet, and that part of the story has not resonated with me as yet. I just put them aside. I put them aside, and I receive the information that connects with me, that resonates, that for me feels real. And if it isn't real, I feel like I want to participate in the manifesting of it, in the creation and in helping it to become real. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm starting to really strongly, and I mean like deeply, deeply strongly believe in the fact that human beings are the ones that are creating the reality that we live in. We are creating the reality. So whatever world we are living in is a manifestation of our mindset and our beliefs, and what we accept and what we don't accept, and the actions that we take. And what we're willing to create, what we want to create and what we don't, And the reason that, let me go back to the Marianne Williamson quote, where she talks about, in this quote, it's our light that frightens us. People are so much more willing to accept the worst scenarios and beliefs than the brightest, highest timeline, the higher beliefs. Like the higher beliefs we call woo-woo. The higher beliefs we reject, people reject. The higher beliefs, they call you crazy and delusional, and they call you all kind of things, right? But we are willing to accept a lot of people are willing to accept the lowest belief system, the lowest possible future, possible outcome. Like there's no heroes and no one can save us, and we can't even save ourselves, and we have to accept, and we need to be slaves, and we need to be oppressed, and we have to be in war, and just the lowest level and the lowest vibration of humanity and our power, and what we will accept and what we won't accept, what we should accept and not accept, and what we should do and not do. I do not believe that, and I don't ascribe to that. I don't believe that this should happen and things should be this way and it's meant to happen and all that bullcrap. I believe we accept it. I believe that we accept that reality, and that is what makes it real. That is why the energy of the Trump orbit, the energy, the dark energy is so loud right now. They're so loud because they want people to obey in advance. They want people to accept. They want people to kneel and bow and worship them and accept the reality and that they're trying to create, accept their vision of the world. And I personally reject it. I reject it and I put my energy out and I let my light shine so that I give other people permission to reject it as well. Anyhow, so I was watching videos from this YouTube channel, GFL station, and it's like I don't know, like maybe these are AI images or whatever, but it comes off as other planetary beings sharing truths, information, with humanity, anybody willing to listen. And I do not have a strong belief on other planetary beings or not. When I'm in that timeline, when that information is presented to me, when that becomes a part of the timeline and a part of the reality, then I would concern myself with that. For right now, I personally do not feel as though there's any other beings other than my own thoughts and spirit, my higher self, probably, sharing my insights. I know there's a lot of people that believe that they are in communication with other beings, and I don't reject or accept. I just let it be. It is not a part of my reality at the moment. However, the messages of these videos, a lot of it resonate with me, a lot of it. And I'm open-minded, I remain open-minded, because I truly do believe that light will win and we will be okay in the end. I do believe in the ascension. I do believe in the timeline shifts. I do believe in the awakening of humanity and the enlightening of humanity, because I'm seeing it myself. I am seeing it in front of me when people click that record button and they record what they're hearing and what they're believing, and how they're sharing things from their mind and their heart and their soul. And I'm hearing the enlightenment and the awakening of the people. I'm seeing it, and I truly believe that we are heading into a brighter future. I do believe it. But I believe that a lot of people have to free themselves and awaken, and let their light shine and hold the light and give other people permission to shine their lights. And they have to be creative and think outside the box and not be held prisoner or trapped by anything. Anytime that they're trying to trap you, unchain yourself, break the chains, free yourself, and come up with a new idea. Come up with a new idea to help yourself, help your community, help your loved ones, and to be in your highest timeline. So it was a good weekend. It was a good weekend. It was a very enlightening weekend. It was a blessed weekend, a help and helpful in terms of moving forward and believing in a brighter future. As though we are already on a different timeline. It's hard to imagine that everything that is going on in the world, when what is happening in my life is so different. And I don't say that to brag, because I'm aware of all this stuff. I'm aware of everything that is happening. And when I go on Blue Sky and I'm informed about things, that timeline just doesn't resonate with me anymore. It doesn't. I don't feel fear or triggered. I'm just I feel as though, for me personally, I am waiting for other people to come out, to leave that timeline and come join me in mine. And the more people come join me in my timeline, then the more we get out of that one, the more that it shifts. We're no longer there. We're no longer in that world, no longer in that version of it. I'm honestly feeling the timeline shift. I really am. I am feeling the split, because it doesn't resonate with me. I don't feel as though I'm in there. I feel like I'm watching a movie, and I'm like, it just doesn't feel like a part of my story anymore, you know. And I'm praying and hoping for as many people as possible for them to make it not a part of their story anymore as well, you know. It's not that I'm trying to do this. It's not that I'm trying to not be, for it not to resonate with me anymore and to not be connected to it, to that energy. It's just happening that way. It's just happening that way. And I just believe that if we free ourselves, we turn on our lights and we free ourselves, we free our mind and our soul. And even when we protest, even when we take action and we do things, we do it out of love, and love being the motivation and not fear or anger or paying these people any mind, like giving them the attention that they crave, you know. It is about representing the light and fighting for freedom and encouraging other people to free themselves. And I don't want this video to go on any longer, you know. So I just appreciate you sticking it out if you watched it this long, because there's some good stuff in here. There's always good stuff in my video. I know that it's long, but I have to talk because these things are what's in my soul yearning to get out. And I don't know what I'm gonna say that's gonna help anybody. So it just feels like it's not doing myself any, I'm not doing myself any good, cutting myself short for people who prefer shorter videos, you know, because I might cut myself off from the message that was supposed to come out that didn't, because I cut it off right there. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to say peace and blessings. And don't forget to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It will help my channel to grow, help me to find my people, and help my people to find me. Like and comment and share, and just help me out. Help my channel to grow. Help my channel to grow. And I promise you that I will do good things with that platform. I will do good things. Thank you for watching.